Hi there. Welcome to a short live session with Tom. Hi, Tom. You're from SoftwarePlant, right?
Yes, that's right.
And we're going to look at your product BigPicture. Mm-hmm. There's two versions of that, standard and enterprise, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Can you decipher real quick what does BigPicture do? What's the difference between those versions?
Yeah, exactly. So the BigPicture is our flagship product, and it works as an app on a Jira platform. And the BigPicture Enterprise is a kind of an add-on that works on top of BigPicture. So basically, you need a BigPicture installed to be able to work with BigPicture Enterprise. And BigPicture Enterprise is, if you look at the SoftwarePlant framework, BigPicture is for the program level. And if you look at the BigPicture Enterprise, the portfolio level and the large solution level is covered by BigPicture Enterprise in Safe, and the program level is covered by BigPicture.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, if you have a large corporation, you very often would like to play with BigPicture Enterprise. If you are a medium-sized company or even large company with no specific needs on portfolio level, BigPicture will be fine. Just a regular BigPicture will be fine.
Okay, thanks so far. We have some shaky web connection, so let's see how that works. But we can record your screen. Can you tell us what's on the screen? That's a Jira with BigPicture installed, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. So BigPicture consists of several modules, and like with any other project-related stuff, there are three concepts in each project. Project management theory is a time, resources, and scope. And all of these three concepts are implemented in BigPicture. So basically on that screen you can see a list of resources that are allocated to your program with some nice overview, kind of a heat map showing the resources that are over allocated with red color.
Tom is pretty red. What does it mean?
Yeah, it means that the Tom has lots of Tom has lots of tasks assigned to him, so that's why he's over-allocated.
So that's too much here. For example, on July 20th, there's a lot of issues that should be concurrently.
So if we move let's say, look deep into her eye, we may reschedule this task to, let's say, to Brian. Brian, and it will update.
Brian is our man.
Yeah, and it will update all information automatically.
What I understand is I can drag and drop and reallocate resources this way.
Exactly.
Now, for example, there's some green in here. I'm trying to make the red Tom to be a green Tom.
Exactly.
And then the Brian...
There's also the yellow. Yellow means that the resource is almost fully allocated. So it's like, but if you switch to the month view, and then if we go back to the, let's say, maybe October, right? Now you see the percentage. And this, so
there's an over-allocation by 20% here,
exactly.
Or 18.8%.
If you expand the item, you can see the capacity of a single resource. And the capacity is
8 hours
fully
per
configurable on the different screens, so you can have a multiple holiday plan, workload plan assigned to a Tom or any other resources.
Does it work with groups as well?
It works. It is synchronized with Tempo. So basically, in Tempo, you may configure a group as a team, and then internally, it's converted to a list of individual resources. But it works with groups to some extent. It's like it's quite complex. Scenario, especially if you have really large Jira groups, because it affects the performance greatly. But you can synchronize. You can build teams based on Jira groups.
Okay, show us more.
So the roadmap is for managing multiple teams in a single project. So basically, if you have if you have one team working on a single project, Jira software is absolutely fine. But if you have multiple
BigPicture, I need for multiple teams.
Exactly, because it's like in regular Jira, it's really hard to build a roadmap for several teams working on the same concept. Because in Jira, you've got only kind of a backlog as a list with the items, listed. And on that screen, you can see a list of sprints as a columns with a list of teams as rows. So as a result, each of the cell represents a single sprint for individual team. So basically, there are lots of common functionality across all the modules, like quick filtering, very similar to what is available in Jira Agile. Exactly. And there is also an option to define dependencies between your
that's the green and the red arrows, right? Let's try that.
So let's say if you are interested in defining a dependencies between this task and this task.
Drag and drop.
Yeah, it's a drag and drop. And then if you, let's say, if this team decides to move the task to the cadence 5, to the iteration 5 within the PI, within a single PI, this is the change to red. So the main goal for this during PI planning for this screen is to get rid of the red dependencies.
So finding out about interdependencies between different teams.
Exactly, yeah. And if you click on the issue, you will jump to the regular Jira issue screen, and you will see that all these dependencies are visible as the regular Jira issue links. Yeah.
Okay, that's roadmap. Gantt. That I can imagine. This is like the bar charts with the critical path.
Critical path and
so the waterfall type
it's
of approach.
not also for waterfall, because if you think about your whole program even if you manage your program using Scaled Agile framework, it's always if you manage it on a high level, it's like all dependencies. All the tasks cannot be changed very easily. You are less agile as you are on a higher level of a project management hierarchy. Gantt chart is I think we believe it's a perfect tool showing the dependencies between your tasks, the task on a timeline, etc.
So we had roadmap, resources, risks, and metrics. What's risks? That's I think I saw it already in the webinar that we had. You have some risk assessment on which feature can explode and how severe will the damage be if it actually is
so risk module is about identifying risk within your tickets or stories. So it shows the kind of a matrix showing the risk consequences and the risk probability on the matrix. So you can easily drag and drop task on that matrix, increasing or decreasing a consequence of each task, and all this information is synchronized with Jira, so you may easily use the JQL queries or filtering or third-party applications to build some reports and do some risk management on top of it.
Let's call it a day for the features. If you were in an elevator with me and wanted to give me the elevator pitch, like in really short time, why should people who use Jira buy BigPicture?
Okay, so the Jira was designed as an issue tracker system, and then it was converted into project management tool to some extent. It's still very heavy oriented on tickets and catalogs. Jira project are basically the issue catalogs, and so there are very few solutions or functionality purely designed for project management. Even if they are built on it, they are designed for the teams, not for the whole project management not on a project management level, but on a single team level. So BigPicture can fill this gap and provide the project management capabilities on top of Jira.
Cool. Thank you for introducing us, Tom.
Thank you.